I was laughing this morning when I was trying to figure out what to wear because I have like the same few shirts. I don't have a huge wardrobe, and so like I wear kind of the same few shirts every year rotating. So I was checking, I'm like, okay, Hope's pulling out her summer shirts that people are gonna recognize that she wears when she films in. Like I have like the same 5 shirts that I just rotate that I wear. And oh, here comes Hope's summer wardrobe now that we're going to be seeing at this time of the year. Hello guys, it is Hope. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a haul update from a video I did back in January, collective drugstore makeup haul plus mini reviews video that I did 3 months ago. I will link that down below. I filmed it in my dorm room, but the reason why I'm hesitating because I did do mini reviews on it, and it was on products that I had kind of tried, that I mostly an idea of what I thought on them, but I didn't like want to say this is my final thoughts because I want to try them more. So honestly, my thoughts from that video haven't changed a whole lot, but I feel like I've still developed some more, and I figured I'd update you guys because I haven't talked about these products in a while, and I also have 2 new products that I do want to talk about that I have tried that I thought I would update with you guys on since then. So I think we should just kind of get started, jump right in, have a fun time. So that video was when I had tried like a bunch of foundations. I only wrote 3 down, but I feel like I've done, my hair is crazy today. I feel like more than these 3, but I guess not. I'm not sure. But the first one is the Covergirl and Olay Advanced Radiance. So this foundation, what do they call it? Age-defying makeup and sunscreen. I don't know. This product, I've kind of figured out how I like it. So first of all, this is the shade 105 Ivory. I have to be tan to wear this. So like right now I have self-tanner on. This would be a summer foundation for me. If I wore this in the winter, it would probably look a little bit too, what's the word? There's just some foundations that I feel like no matter, like when I wear them, if I'm tan, because a lot of times, maybe it has to do with the shade, but sometimes I just feel like they work better in the summer. And with this one, it's a medium-ish coverage product. And the reason why I say I think it would work better in the summer is because you need to do a thin layer. And first of all, it is kind of too dark for me. But when I wear this, it's not going to be a super full coverage product. It's kind of going to be more medium. But if you try to keep building, that's when you're going to start to see it look more makeup-y. I'll put it on and I'll be like, okay, it looks fine. But when I apply too much is when I like pull down the car mirror and I look and I'm like, I look like crazy. Part of it is the shade, like I look a little bit like orange or makeup-y. I think in the summer it'd be better. The reason why I keep saying summertime is because when it's in the summer and my skin is tanner, I feel more comfortable not wearing makeup, because I think it's because my freckles come out and my acne scars kind of disappear a little bit when my skin is tanner and I have more freckles, whereas when I'm pale, they just stand out. So that's why this is a product I definitely will wear in the summer. The only problem that I have with this is you cannot build it up because then it looks too makeup-y, too cakey. You have to just kind of apply a thin layer. Honestly, I haven't applied this with my fingers. Maybe I have, but it's been a while. I'm going to try this with my fingers. I keep saying I'll let you guys know, but that's how I feel about it. Is this product you cannot apply too much. So I usually use just a makeup sponge and I do 1 thin layer, apply it, make sure it's really blended in, and then let it be. Because if you keep building, that's when it kind of just looks like it's more sitting on your skin. So this one you kind of have to be a little bit tricky with to work with, and so that's why I've kind of had a love-hate with it. My skin kind of gets finicky with products like this, so I do use it, and I do like, I mean, it shows you how much is left. As you pump, it kind of goes up, so you kind of have to be careful with it, especially like with how much you use. That's what I'll say. And this one's a little bit trickier to find. Sometimes the Advanced Radiance, like this one, is different than the swirly one. You know what I'm talking about? I'll pop a picture of what I'm talking about. There's one that's completely different than this one. I haven't tried that one, but this one you could find at limited Targets and I think just online. So weren't selling it at Target anymore a couple months ago, like it was on sale. I haven't checked if it's still there recently. So you do have to maybe dig for this one. So I'd say like if you want something that you can still see your skin under, because if you try to keep building this, it's just gonna look kind of cakey. That just took me way too long to explain one product. We're gonna move faster. Revlon Candid. Okay, the last time I put this on was probably a couple weeks ago, and I just realized I don't like this product. It just doesn't sit well on my skin. When I put it on, I took it off. I was gonna try it again today, but then I was like, no, because the last time I put it on, I didn't like it and I took it off. This is what I do with foundations that I don't like. I keep trying them, and then I keep hating them, and I keep saying I'm not going to put it on again. I did the same thing with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, which I believe I still have in my collection. Oh, I did. I gave it to Hallie. Yes, I got rid of it finally. Because I kept saying, I don't like this. Put it in my declutter bin, and then I would take it out and put it on again and be like, I still don't like this. Why did I keep trying and wasting it? I don't know. So this product, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really want to try it again. I just don't like it. I like the concealer better, but it just sits funny on my skin for some reason. So this one is a no-go for me. I don't even want to try the glow one. Same with that Maybelline one. I think I mentioned in another video too, this Dream Urban cover. This will definitely be decluttered when I film my declutter video coming soon. I just can't get myself to do it yet. This one, I don't even want to try the glowy one. I just didn't like it. People are trying to compare it to the It Cosmetics. One that looks, oh, what the frick. It looks like this packaging, but bigger. What is it called? I can't remember. I like the It Cosmetics one. I've tried that one. I've used that one. I really like that one. That Maybelline one doesn't compare. Neither does this one. I don't know if this one's compared to it, but I don't like this one. This Honest Beauty Everything Cream Foundation. Again, not a big cream foundation person. I had a gift card, so I figured I would just try it out because it was on sale too. And look at mine, how it has all these bumps. And now I know it can be air pockets, but I'm wondering if this one's old because the more I dig down, it could just be air pockets, but... I'm sitting here editing this video and I just want to pop in and say that I think the reason why the bubbles and the separation in the product that I was just talking about is from the jojoba oil in the actual foundation, because I know that that type of oil and a bunch of oils in products that are more natural, like Honest Beauty is, can tend to get those little bumps and kind of like separation just because of the natural ingredients. So I don't think it's bad. I mean, I purchased it on sale at Target a few months ago because they were kind of flushing out old products. It could be, but I also feel like it probably is from the oil and like the natural ingredients. The problem I have with cream foundations is they just kind of look like they're sitting on your skin. This shade isn't even the best either, it's kind of dark. They just kind of look like they're sitting on your skin. I've never been a big cream foundation person. I just feel like it just doesn't sit right with me. Now, this one hasn't been bad. I haven't minded it because I'll just take a sponge and I'll press it kind of like around here where my like acne is, and I'll put it on lightly. I'll put more concealer on and then just kind of fill in the areas with the rest, and it's looked fine. But I think just the shade, I just don't really have a great shade. If there's something when you don't have a right foundation shade, you just automatically don't like it on your skin, I feel like. That's kind of the case with a lot of things. As soon as you find the right shade for you, that's when it's like, you feel like you can like make it work, you know, but as soon as it's the wrong shade, I think that's kind of the problem with this one too. I don't mind how it looks, but it's the shade that throws me off. So anyway, this one, it's not really my cup of tea when it comes to a foundation and what I like in a foundation and the type of foundation. So I wouldn't ever like repurchase it or anything. I wouldn't say it's a bad one. If you're looking for a cream foundation, it's not a bad one to try out. It's not too dry or too cakey or anything, and it sat fine on my dry skin, normal to dry skin, but it's not one that I'm going to constantly be reaching for, and honestly I might end up decluttering it just because I just don't really ever reach for it. I do like that it's a clean product though, so I don't know. I might keep it just for now, but I'll try and reach for it more in the summer, but we'll see. Okay, the good old e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So if we go back to the good old days of 3 months ago, before I really played with this, I did do a comparison of this with the original e.l.f. 16 Hour and the Hydrating. I will link that video down below if you have not seen it. But spoiler alert, I didn't really see a huge difference. And to this day, I really don't see a magnificent difference. This is not like this glowy, dewy, hydrating product like it kind of would seem compared to the full coverage 16 Hour one that I had. It's not really much different. But I like this better than I said that I did or had in like the other videos. I've been playing with it more and giving it more of a chance. And honestly, if I just want to do a one like concealer day with nothing else, this is most likely the product I'll reach for because it has a little bit more full coverage to it. It's not like full coverage, but it does have more coverage. It's a little bit thicker. It kind of reminds me of sharp tape. Oh my gosh, Tarte Shape Tape, but it's definitely not as thick and full coverage as Tarte Shape Tape. What was I saying? I actually do kind of like this product. It's not like my favorite concealer of all time. If I run out of it, which it's going to probably take me a while to run out of it, I probably won't repurchase it if I find something I like better, because I would like to have a little bit more of a hydrating product, but I actually don't mind this. You do have to be noted though that the shades of this one versus the other 16-hour camo concealer are completely different. This is medium peach and this is warm fair, fair warm. And they're like the same. Medium and fair, no, not even close. So just be warned of that. Do not buy the same shade because they're not going to match. But if you want more information, I will link down below that video that I did. I am proud of it. I did put time into it. But I do have to say, I didn't hate on this product necessarily, but it wasn't like, it's still not my all-time favorite concealer, but I don't mind it. And I'm actually reaching for it more than I thought I would. And I actually kind of enjoy it once in a while. You just kind of have to be careful with what products. If your skin's too dry, it still probably wouldn't look greatest. But if I pair it with a dewy primer, I actually don't mind it. The Covergirl Brow Pencil. This product is a decent brow pencil. Now, for me, I'm not super picky. This is kind of the same feelings as I had in the other video. This one's completely gone. I haven't even used it. Honestly, lately, I haven't been using brow pencils. I've been using just brow gel, like the Benefit one, Gimme Brow, and the Essence one. I've just kind of been mixing those, and that's what I've been doing. I haven't even been filling in my brows with a pencil, and I like it because they would get too much. Especially, I don't, when I dye my hair blonde, it's just, yeah. So I do like this. If it was on sale, I'd buy it. Whatever's cheaper. I used to really like the L'Oreal ones. Honestly, they all kind of work the same for me, and I'm not going to go spend $10 on one if I can kind of get the same vibe in my brows with like a $4 or $5 one. So I just wanted to try it out, but honestly, it was good, but I don't hate it, but it's not like wowing me to the point that like I've never tried something like this. It's not revolutionary. They all kind of work the same for me. I like it, but this was in the shade Soft Blonde, and it is the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I'm shaking with how much coffee I've had, and I still have like half a cup left. The e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadows. So these, okay, I was kind of harsh on these like a couple months ago when I first bought them, because I was like, oh yeah, they're good, but the pigment is kind of mixed. Like the pigment in one of these, the Cream and Sugar one, is a little bit more intense in the shimmers than the Rose Water, but the Rose Water was still good. It was just like pressed a little differently with the color. I was like being really harsh, and then I stepped back for a second and I kept playing with them, and I'm like, these are $3 for 4 shadows and they are pigmented. I reach for them all the time. We are kind of in that day and age where more, I think these things are kind of coming back. Smaller palettes. People aren't wanting these huge palettes anymore. Maybe that's just me, but I hardly reach in my palette drawer. Honestly, if I'm going to put on eyeshadow, it's going to be something small like this. So I have the 3 Rose Water, Cream and Sugar, and Truffles, and I absolutely love them all. I like them. They're great. Honestly, they are the same quality for me as my super expensive palettes that I own that are in the 30s, 40s, $50 mark. So honestly, I don't know what I was being a little turd about. But I actually might try and find a couple more of these just because I really like them, and it'd be kind of fun to have a couple more shades. Not that these are like the few that I actually really wear because it's more pinky or more a little neutral gold. I actually wear this more than I would have ever imagined, and it looks beautiful. And this Truffles one. I'm not wearing them today. What am I wearing today? Today I'm wearing my ColourPop Double Entendre palette, which I really like. I use this one all the time. It's really pretty. I don't use it all the time, but I have been reaching for it more and more. But yeah, so definitely, if you're been eyeing these up, oh my gosh, you guys, $3. You can't even beat it. Also, this liquid glitter. If you guys were ever wondering what I was wearing in the eyeshadow video or the other one that I filmed, oh, my favorite YouTubers, it was this. This is not a super thick base. When you apply it, you're gonna see mostly shimmer, not a whole lot of color. So I literally just tapped my finger on the applicator and just went like this and just kind of barely tapped on my lid. So it was just like a light wash of glitter. And as I was editing, I was like, I really like how that looks. I'm gonna have to do that again. I didn't even know how much I actually liked how it looked until I went back and was editing those videos. So this is great. I think this is $5. It is tiny, but the Stila ones, you're gonna probably get some more in it, but I don't use glitter every single day, and I don't think anybody really, unless you're like awesome and you use glitter every single day, you're not gonna go through this that fast. $5 still. This is in the shade Flirty Birdie. I also mentioned the Covergirl Exhibitionist Original Mascara. You guys know I like that one. It just dried up. I had it for a while. I think it's sitting in my empties bin, but I have repurchased that one and I have liked it. I do kind of want to try new ones. My eyelashes are going through a phase of I stopped using my lash serum because they got so long that they just started to kind of fall out. And that lash serum, if you use it too much, it starts to irritate your eyes. I've had that with a lot of eyelash serums before. That's just kind of how they are. So you just kind of have to be careful. Babe Lash serum that I talked about making my lashes really long, but then they started to fall out, so I kind of stopped using them and they're kind of going through regrowth. So I did have that original Exhibitionist I liked. I just kind of want to try some new ones. I also mentioned the NYX On the Rise. I do like this one, although this one is more of a dry formula. It's kind of like a rubbered bristle, a little bit bigger, but this one does flake a little, so you just have to be careful. If I pair this with another like more wet mascara, because there's the, the drier formula and the wetter formula, if I pair it with that, it works well. So I try not to use this one on its own, but this one does create good length and just kind of separation. So that's what I like this one for. I'm wearing this one today mixed with this other CoverGirl. I'll just mention this now, but this is a newer one. I didn't mention it in that video, but this is one that I have been playing around with like the last month and a half or so. This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Uncensored. I got this for my birthday. I like the original CoverGirl one better. I don't think this one does as much to my lashes. This one's definitely a little bit more clumpier. It's kind of got that like a brush kind of like applicator. It's like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Yeah, it's kind of got like that, except for it's not the hourglass, but it's got the bristle like shape to it. It's just a little bit clumpier, and I think once I opened it and it got some air in it, it definitely like lengthens and volumizes a little bit more. But when I pair it with these two together, like a more wet formula and a more dry formula like I just mentioned, it's super messy though. Yeah, when you pair it with that, then it looks good. I think it looks good today. So it's not my favorite mascara. I probably won't repurchase it, but it's not a bad one if you want a little bit more of a natural lash. I also mentioned the e.l.f. sponge in that video, which this is the only sponge that I have been using. $5. It's amazing. I love it. It's just been the one I've been using. I did use that Wet n Wild one a while ago too. I liked that one as well. This one's kind of like a microfibery, like, I don't know how to describe it, product, but I do really like this. If you're looking for a new drugstore sponge for $5 from e.l.f., I've been using it every time I use a sponge. That's the one I use, so it's great. And recently I have gotten the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighting Powder. You guys, it's the highlighter I'm wearing today. It is gorgeous. It is so pretty. This one's in the shade I'm So Lit. Now, if you've been watching me for over a year now, you would know that I have this one in You Glow Girl. This is the full size. This is 0.28 ounces and this one's 0.07. But you guys, I am never gonna go through this. I do really like this. I've always liked this formula, but this one is a lot more pinky tone. And I'm not always going to reach for a super pinky tone intense highlighter. While it is gorgeous, and I have worn it many, many times in my videos, this is the pinky tone one that I already own. It's not super pink, like I can use it on a daily basis, but I do just like this shade a little bit better. It's more goldeny champagne, but it's not too, this is the one that I just got. It's not too golden that it works with my skin tone, and it's just gorgeous. It's from Target. You don't need anything bigger than this. How often are you actually going to go through this? Unless it's in like a kit that you're freelance kit and you're a makeup artist and you're using it all the time, you're really not going to go through this in the amount that it would expire. Honestly, these products don't really go bad for many, many years, but still, it's kind of a waste if you have a huge thing. Like, look at the size difference. But honestly, I'm not even going to make it through this. So this is just huge. But I mean, I love them both, but these are great products. And if you are looking for a loose highlighter from the drugstore, you would love that. It's so pretty and blinding. It's not something I use like every day, but I do use it often to top off other highlighters. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down in the comments if you like these haul updates. Should I continue them when I do buy new makeup, which isn't very often. Right now I'm in the process of really using up what I have because I'm sick of having so much now that I'm not living at home all the time with college. Well, I am now because of this world is crazy. But before then, you know, and even like next year, I'm not going to be living at home full time like I used to in high school and when I was younger. So I'm trying to not have two collections because I don't want a huge collection of where I'm at with school. So anyway, long story short, I'm in the process of trying to use up a lot of products just because a lot of it was sitting. So I'm not buying a lot, but if you guys like this or if I should do more shop my stash videos, let me know. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you are new. If you love this video and you would want to stick around, I do a lot of beauty, lifestyle, kind of more beauty videos, but I do throw in lifestyle mixes as well. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye!